The DATC has completely helped me get where I am today by teaching me all of the foundation blocks that I needed to know, and even placing me in my current position.
Nothing has opened doors like the DATC. It's opened more doors than I can count.
What I love about this field is I'm doing something new every single day.
DATC gave me the education to a T to be able to do what I do with my job.
I am more excited to do this than I was to finish college because it's something that I realize I care a lot about, and it's something I'm passionate about, and I look forward to doing it every day.
My life before DATC, I was just a high school student. I didn't really have any direction in what I wanted to do with my life.
I was working 6-7 days a week.
I was a stay-home mom, and I had been for about 15 years, so I had been out of the workforce for a long time.
The reason I came here is because my mom came here.
The good reputation that this place has.
My favorite part of DATC is it's self-paced.
It was actually getting to work with your hands.
My favorite part of my job is seeing others succeed. Seeing when students overcome different obstacles and barriers that happen in their life.
The biggest challenge that I faced was actually the challenge that made me decide to become a nurse. I was in a car accident when I was 18 years old, and that's probably the one thing that made me decide, you know, this is what I want to do.
2 kids and a wife, and it's just a lot of stress, you know. That was one of my biggest challenges on getting here.
Before I was here, I didn't know what to do with my future. The challenge, at least in my mind constantly, is money. I've got $120,000 in student loans. I have basically 3 degrees and no idea what I'm going to do next.
I was pregnant with my first child at 30 years old, and I have so many complications, so I went to that hospital, and so many nurses care so much about me, and I said to myself, I want to be one of those persons.
I had a huge support system. I have a very large extended family, and so if ever I needed to practice a facial, I mean, it was never hard to find, not just family, but friends as well.
I'd say the biggest support system was my mom. She was, when I told her I wanted to move back in and go to school and not work, she was totally on board.
I think another big support system that we don't often think about is just good teachers and instructors who really want to help you learn and succeed.
Of course, the instructors here are so supportive and just really get to know you and your strengths.
When I interviewed for the job that I got almost 6 years ago, it was the fact that I had gone to the diesel program at the DATC that really sunk it in for me and landed me the job.
I got a job the first place I took my resume to.
The DATC was the first step into getting a real job and like the career I wanted to go into.
Since I've graduated, I've taken a position with an advertising studio, and I get to do web development for companies all over the state.
My plans for the future are to move forward with my education and also climbing higher at the company that I'm currently at.
My advice would be to just follow your dreams. You can do whatever you want.
If it's your passion, go for it. Don't be afraid. Go find out what you're capable of.
You have been, you know, in one of the best schools in the area, and just go out there with confidence and know that you know it.
My advice for future students is to never quit. If you're not sure what you're doing, do something.
Remember why you started and stick to it, because it's so worth it once you're done. And
I go to work and I'm happy. Like even when there's bad days, I enjoy my work. I enjoy I enjoy going to work.
Have faith in your skills. You have, been on a journey, you've learned a lot, and don't be afraid to go out there and show the world what you know.